Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's Worlds 2024 matchup.
Lucid. Tarzan moved down to cover the bot lane, but Lucid snuck around.
Yeah, and you can see Lucid actually knew because Tarzan just cleared out that ward, and now Moham going to be flashing forward. Everyone misses everything, but Lucid's still in position. Tarzan going to get down. The Tempest, the Q not going to connect, and it's Lucid that's caught on a trap. First blood, it's a disaster for Dplus, and it should be another one as the Lucid Singularity comes down. The double kill for the Caitlyn, and yeah, I don't need to talk about troughs anymore. I think
like Chris push in, just again diminishing the windows of attack that DK have.
Oh, you got Lucid coming back towards his bottom side. There's a great handshake. Crisp, I think, might have been dead if Lucid wasn't there, but he'll come over. He'll grab himself some gold and try to make up for the situation from earlier. Showmaker throwing down a Mimic Distortion on top of Xiaohu, but not really doing too much. He's going to have to exit stage left as now Tarzan going to collect a Q from Lucid, spell shielded it nicely. And heads down there to try and defend from this Caitlyn Lux.
He will need to equalize this wave immediately, though. I don't even know if he got, yes, he got into range for it, so this should...
That next wave is going to be over there extraordinarily soon. Lucid now moving in, now actually looking for Xiaohu here. Kingen in position. There's the flash into the kick with the paranoia to immediately answer. The chain's connected, but Xiaohu should be all right. Looks like Lucid will be able to get himself out of there as well with the backup plan that was Kingen. Breathe underneath this turret could be in some trouble as well, but they're running out of minions. And Moham tanks up the turret there.
Just a roam down towards the bottom side, trying to see if you could just force Weibo off, but they kind of just called it, especially with Tarzan in the area. They were happy enough to go. And now, oh, here's the play though.
Yeah, teleport to come in. It is the counter paranoia. It's a decent ulti from aiming, but already out of there is Moham. Has to deal with it as Showmaker. He gets in. Xiaohu goes down incredibly low. Showmaker has the chains, and he connects it, and now Tarzan's just trying to get himself out of there. But I think he's going to be rendered down, and aiming collects the kill. DK back on the board, and the bounce until that plate is going to go wanting as well. As now Lucid coming on over, looking to try and even out the Drake count. And even just one Mountain Drake could be pretty good here for these guys. As Showmaker, a decent sidestep, but I think he's still going to get caught out, and that Wombo is going to hold him in position for easily long enough. Now Lucid, can he actually get in here and take this one? And he does so. Finishes the Dragon, so they get that as a consolation prize after losing their mid laner, and there's a Cloud Soul. You love to see it. Xiaohu going to Shockwave Kingen, but Kingen just going to walk it off.
I think it was this time last year you anointed me the Cloud Soul guy, so it's only fitting.
That's because you're with me. Everyone's the Cloud Soul guy. That's just how it goes. Please, I mean, feel free.
Nice job from Lucid, though, to sneak away. The Dragon has been breathed. The moments where Kingen has been trying to roam around the map as Rumble to set up plays and trying to counteract Caitlyn has actually left Breathe in a side lane where he's just been able to farm up. You can see him nearly 800 gold ahead.
Yeah.
And I think he is kind of causing some issues for DK as they want to try and set up. But here's where we're talking about DK looking at the Dragon. Could potentially just turn towards the mid lane. Showmaker resetting though. I don't see any deep wards for to TP to though.
Yeah, well, the Equalizer going to be a huge deal here as in goes Lucid. Looks for that safeguard over. Still has the flash, though, and the Dragon Rage as they take control of this Dragon. A teleport coming in a little bit late once again from Xiaohu as the Drake is secured by DK. Now Xiaohu trying to speed himself up, get himself in here. But DK, I think they just want to back away from this one. Don't think you want to go for a 5v5 as you've already taken the objective. And Lucid just going for some cheeky steal. I don't know about that one. Feels a little greedy as the preemptive flash is gorgeous. The kick, too little, too late. And it's Chris that locks down the kill. A handshake still going to have to be flashed there as Moham gets himself out. And a slight overstay there from the young jungler from DK.
Yeah, it didn't have any right going for that against the Nocturne. Could have gone down a bit faster, but Xiaohu's still holding on to that ultimate now. Gives a little bit of threat towards Weibo on a potential turret play as Breathe going to enter back into the spot side to try and get some pressure there. Kingen off to the side here, though.
Yeah, Kingen coming in. There's the Equalizer to start things off. Not going to get a whole lot of value, but there is the Fate's Call. Xiaohu just burns down. The flamethrower of this Rumble is working until he's dead. And it's going to be Light that takes him down. That felt like a headshot. And that is going...
It's a bit difficult for DK, but they might have found their window here with no TPs available for Weibo.
Yeah, final spark. Not going to clear out the wave here as Tarzan soaks the Q. That is going to be enough for DK
Get a
to
half
take
on
it.
him, but also allow him more entrance into fights. He also has that flash. If he can avoid the shockwave, he has a better time trying to out-kite Tarzan. So DK definitely have a chance to fight, but it looks like they're instead going to try and trade it for positioning on Baron and try and clear out some of the vision that's there. Even King and TPing in, maybe they just try and start this.
Yeah, well, they are definitely starting it. It was on vision when they did start hitting the Baron, so Weibo going to have to rotate over. DK probably looking for a turn. You can see Showmaker, yeah, being frustrating, getting himself amongst it. Tarzan looks to come in, doesn't land the spell shield. But now DK, can you find the fight where you want it? Breathe looking for that flank angle. That's an interesting use of the Counter-Strike a little bit early, but now the Paranoia does come through. The Shockwave doesn't do anything at all. Tarzan is burning down. Lucid's still on the Baron. It goes down. There's the Smite Equalizer. Is gorgeous, and it melts the Nocturne. Breathe not going to be able to get anything done. The kickback onto Light, and into the backline goes Showmaker, but Light is still alive somehow. The Q misses as well. And DK, they have them on the wrong side of the map. The flash out from Showmaker, perfectly timed. DK, you've got it. You've taken it. It's fine. You've got a pick as well. We don't need to fight more. These health bars are so low, but Weibo, they're still trying to move out. Another flash picked up here, and now Lucid, he's out of position, and Light grabs the headshot.
They get one back, but still, it's DK coming away with the where you can just look to even funnel Showmaker more. You've got that 6-boy grub buff. You have Baron. You have control of the map, but he's gone.
Yep, Showmaker in a lot of trouble here as the Paranoia does come down. Breathe is going to secure the kill, and that was just him and Crisp getting that work done. Light was there. He didn't really participate too much.
I'd like to formally apologize to LCK fans, 'cause he kind of got obliterated there, but a good read from Weibo to say, look, this is where Showmaker wants to be. They want to try and play through sides and burn all these structures, but DK still end up winning out because you've got push on bot, you got the shove in mid as well. You will answer with a tier 2 tower, but you're still at least getting that quicker take for
Already
Weibo.
completed Rapid Fire Cannon Collector, IE, feels really, really good, especially when this team composition is so incredibly squishy. There's no true tank here. Barely needs to build any of these armor penetration items as Moham has to ult just to play defensively here as Tarzan still looking for it. There's the kick out. Nice little knock up there, but the Paranoia was held on to. Gets the activation as now Moham is in so much trouble. There it is. No bailout for you, my friend, as now Kingen moving up. The Equalizer placed beautifully, and Tarzan will be traded in an instant. Stunned up there, but you can see he's able to go into the stasis. The rest of DK, can you actually find a fight? Because Breathe says no. The Counter-Strike going to help lock down the kill onto the Rumble, and now Lucid is scattering, trying to get over towards these Raptors. Even clears out the camp. Very nicely done on the exit as there is Showmaker looking for the pick, and he'll find it. Crisp goes down as well.
Weibo playing off the fact that a couple of members of DK had reset, but not every move into and kind of break this fortress that Weibo have set up. Even Showmaker just trying to poke through, but needs to do so fairly quickly as okay.
Yeah, Moham going to get the Fate's Call to make sure that that final spark does not connect. Losing Singularity, not quite coming through as there's the ace in the hole. Showmaker sacrificing a third of his health bar. And now it's going to be a bit of a smite fight here between Tarzan and Lucid, though he's just going to go for the kill, though. He takes down Showmaker. That is going to be soul point, but it's not really a huge deal. Is now Xiaohu looking for Kingen.
Breathe is in the base, though. He already took mid lane tower.
Yeah,
he's about to take another one.
That's an inhibitor turret, and I don't know whether soul point Cloud Soul, I love Cloud Soul, but like, that's not good enough. This is an inhibitor taken by Breathe on this Jax, and DK, I don't think this is a trade-up. As soon as Light presses R, Showmaker takes 50% of his health bar.
It's also really difficult to try and move into these. Yeah, these two choke points just here and here. Like you're in such a difficult spot because there's constant trap usage. There's Tarzan just playing in the front line, and if you ever become overly separated by the rock in the middle.
Equalizer looking for Light. You can see Lucid looking for a bit of a flank angle, but he's a little bit late in there, and there's the Paranoia. Breathe with the flank is gorgeous, but Tarzan is getting focused. The Counter-Strike on a 2 is phenomenal, and Showmaker, he's going to be able to lock down Light. Crisp is dead as well, and DK, they could be doing it. The bailout doesn't work, but maybe that does not matter, because Xiaohu's on the ground, and it's Breathe that has to be the raid boss, but against 3, it ain't going to work. Lucid is just going to hold him in place, and Breathe might be able to run them out on a bit of a merry goose chase, but there's the 600 gold going over to Lee Sin. That is the ace, and DK have done it. This could just be Baron.
DK played that beautifully. They end up getting Lucid into a position where he can find that flank. Showmaker comes in off the back as well.
Even 12-12, 58.8, and as Chris not able to find that final spark. This dragon being started. This is going down extraordinarily quickly. It's going to be a teleport back in from Showmaker, but that does mean that they have only 4 here as there's the red carpet down. Chris takes half of his health bar just by existing. That's going to be Xiaohu locking this one down, but down to the back line goes Breathe, and he has no friends. No one's going to be there to help him. Chris almost just explodes, and finally they deal with the Jax. No bailout though for Showmaker, so he'll fall down in trade. And that's Weibo being able to stop this soul from coming in, but somehow Crisp is just dead. It's Showmaker's just able to get on in there with his LeBlanc, and that is going to skew things in the favor of Dplus, especially with this Baron still with 15 seconds to go and all of these Void Mites careening towards this inhibitor turret.
I mean, they're going to be able to put pressure here, but I don't know if they can quite get through. 5 seconds on the Red Bull Baron power play means that at this stage, it's going to diminish before they can actually get the structure. They have to hard force this, but do you really want to go up against that as Light walking back at the base? May just give them that window to take this.
Yeah, with the fact that the trap was procced without him being in headshot range was kind of a big deal, because I think if Light hits any of those headshots, it hurts like a lot, like really, really a lot. I think aiming can tank it the best on his whole team, and that says a lot. That's just a fact.
You're genuine, yes. But TP in behind, it's Xiaohu.
Right. This is a crazy TP. It's a double to come through here, as now Breathe with the counter-strike is able to get a 3 stun, and now Tarzan trying to get himself in. DK being so tricky though, the handshake, fantastic 3-man shockwave, the final spark as well as Weibo. They're trying to find it, not quite doing enough damage though. It's a 1-for-1, but aiming is going to get hit. The bailout not going to work, and he is going to die. There's the shutdown going over to Light as Showmaker gets himself out and away from Bree. They get back towards the Baron to stop Weibo from just taking that one away. They have so much damage, and they will start it off. Full information over to DK, but can they get in here in time is the question. The teleport for the flank angle to come through, as Showmaker has made his way in. Lucid is going to be able to get into position. They have a control ward down, as now Lucid, can you actually stop this one? Tarzan gets out of the pit, and now the hostile takeover is chasing them. Light is fighting, Breathe, and now Tarzan is going to try and burn them down. The 3-man shockwave, it's gorgeous though, from Xiao to try and turn the fight, and aiming is going to finally be able to take down Tarzan. The tank Callista is bouncing through the enemy team, and Xiaohu goes golden just for a moment before these Rend is going to cut him down. The triple kill for the front line. Callista is gorgeous from aiming, and now it looks like DK are going to push forward for the win.
Showmaker is doing so much work in these fights, getting access to Light continuously, making him uncomfortable. Breathe is trying to do everything by himself, and DK are cussing down Weibo. That should be the game end.
DK going to be able to take down this turret at least. Crisp, the last man standing, but we are late into this game. It is 42.5 minutes, and there is 20 seconds on Tarzan, who's going to be the first one up. Crisp not going to do anything to defend these Nexus turrets, and DK, after an absolute slugfest of a game 1, will be the team that comes out on top. But man, I don't know what's going to happen in game number 2. I got no information about who the better team is.
These were the best highlights from today's Worlds 2024 matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.